Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're gonna be talking about everything that Bafana Bafana has been doing in the 2026 World Cup, and I'm with my co-host here. So he's gonna be telling us how everything has been going. So
Thank you for having me once again.
yes.
So, Bafana Bafana. The last time we spoke, or rather in the last episode, you had said that they were not going to go through to the
I'm
last
shocked.
round of
I
32.
am very shocked.
And that was coming from a South African citizen, someone who is supposed to be a patriot, right? And interestingly enough, you are baking France.
Yes.
And if we do manage to get past Canada tonight, then that means if France then beats Sweden, then they should be meeting Bafana Bafana.
Yes.
Right. I think we'll get to that as we go on into the show, but I want us to focus purely on Bafana Bafana. The last game we played Korea. And I think even with that game, a lot of people thought, it was going to be a difficult game. But it was a game that we had to win for us to be safe. And we did exactly that. So I don't know, what was your take on the performance and the setup from the coach, the delivery from the players, and how the game eventually ended?
Well, I think at first, as you said, everybody was skeptical as to what was going to happen. But as I watched it, it was actually shocking because the two previous games, they were not playing, they were not confident, to say. So the Korea game, it was a very good game. The players, I have to mention one person particularly, which is Sitole, that got the red card. Well, actually, I was shocked. I was stunned because from a red card, that first game was horrible, and he came back, and everybody actually played very well. So I'm actually proud of them. Yeah.
No, yeah, I think Sitole had a great comeback. He was bossing that midfield, winning all the balls, his ball distribution. I think to a certain extent we did not miss Mukwena, because he made us forget that we actually used to play with Mukwena for in that particular position. But yeah, I think then we win that game 1-0 after creating all those chances. Then the country wakes up the next day and South Africa, for the first time in history,
made it past the group stage.
Yes. So what a time to be alive for you, because I've watched Bafana Bafana in the 2010 FIFA World Cup. I watched them in the 2003, I think it was in Korea. Two World Cup. So for you to witness what you are witnessing right now, I think credit must go to the current Bafana Bafana coach.
Yes.
He made a promise. I remember seeing a clip of him making a promise saying that if he does not qualify for the World Cup, we should definitely sack him. And guess what? He qualified. And not only did he qualified after being docked 3 points as well. So it shows you how difficult it is to play against South Africa. And we've seen that in the second half of the second game. You could see how we are what do they call it? A football playing country. So we always need to be on the ball. So we can't really defend 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think with that said, I want to find out then. Yes, we are excited we've made it to the next round, but what now? Tonight, how do we approach the game? How do we set up? I think I want to hear from you how, if you are Hugo Bruce, with Teboho Mokoena back, with that performance that you just mentioned from Sitole, how do you then set up towards winning the game against Canada? And it's a very, very strong Canada, we should not take that lightly. But yeah, I think let me give you an opportunity to
Well, I think the squad that actually played against Korea was great, but maybe it might be a good decision to add Mukwena, but like it's not necessary. I feel like we did very well. It just, yeah, especially the forwards. Yeah, I think actually that squad would work. I don't think there should be any changes or anything. So I think that squad would work.
So if you can just remind us how is that squad looking? I know you have Rowan Williams, and then who do we have then at the back?
We have Ocon, right? He's there at the back. We have Ocon. We have, who's this guy? Notable. Mudiba. Is Mudiba there?
Yes.
Yes, Mudiba, and it was a back four, right? Back four, and what's this other guy? The one that they always say he looks like you.
Mudau.
Always say he looks like you. I don't know why. Mudau and yeah, no, that's a.
And then we have Mbegezeni.
Bogas, yes, Bogas, and then
The midfield.
I would say, who's this? Mukwena. Must we bring back? I don't know.
I think this is your line. This is
I'm so skeptical as should we bring him back or
I think that was why I was saying to you it's going to be interesting, to see how we set up tonight. And the interesting part is that decisions need to be made. We're not going to go into that game and still be discussing who needs to start. By the time we go into that game, we need to have already identified who is starting. And I think it's a good headache for Hugo Bruce. We know what Mukwena can do. We have seen what Sitole can do with that comeback. We've seen how Mbata comes in, unannounced, he comes in and then he gets the job done. So that should tell you a lot in terms of the quality that we have in the middle of the park.
yes.
But the interesting part is that are we going to play with a 10? The way you are setting up, do you have a 10? Okay, if it then it means you have to then choose two our additional midfielders, except the wings. So I'm trying to find out who do we then have. Do you have Sitole? Do you have Adams? Do you have Mukwena with Mbata? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Who do we have?
Mukwena and Mbata. Or probably.
Then I think it's gonna. Yeah, I think like I said, we can have a back and forth about this, but someone can come in and say, but after that performance that Sitole, pulled, it means that he's actually confidence-wise, he's doing, it gives him an opportunity. And I mean, listen, even when he made that mistake, he was still a top player playing for a very top team. So you can't really become a bad player overnight.
Yes.
And he showed his quality. And I think if he was to start tonight, he'll probably show his quality again. But the question stands. The question still remains, who are you starting? You said it's Mukwena and Mbata.
Okay, yes, probably yes.
And then you have a relay.
Yes.
And then on the left?
On the left, probably Apollos.
Apollos on the right.
I think, who started first? Was it Maseko? Yes.
And then
I
the
think
front man,
Mahopa will be fine.
Mahopa should be fine.
Yes, I don't think Reynolds or Lyle Foster really showed that they actually deserve to be in the starting 11. So I don't think.
I think probably more for Reynolds, but for Foster, I feel like we know he has been going through a rough patch, but I don't think he has gotten an opportunity to really try and assist the team. He played in a game whereby the setup was already a mess, so it's going to be difficult for you to say he was there but he couldn't do this and that. Whereby for Raiders, he was part of the first game, he was part of the second game as well, and if I'm not mistaken, as well as the third game, he did start that game as well. So it shows you that he has had the opportunity to play. And then you have Emma Hopa coming in there and then doing a brilliant job, because you could see against Korea, those defenders were struggling with keeping up with Mahopa. And we need that again. So I think for that particular reason I will understand why you will then start Mahopa over Arenas and a Foster. So yeah, so that's your 11.
Yeah.
Okay, that's quite interesting. And then what having watched Canada as well, what should we expect from Canada?
We should expect. I don't think we should go in there just trying to defend just as we did in the first game. It's not. We like, because they have a very strong attack, so I think we just have to balance it out, because Canada is very good. Watching their their other games with other teams, I was shocked actually, because going in there, I didn't think, well, they're the co-host, so I was like, yeah, they might show up, not really, but I wasn't expecting such a brilliant performance. But they're a very good team, so we must expect a lot actually.
Makes sense. So then Bafana should be worried.
Yeah, I have to say.
And then in terms of the scoreline, how do you see the game?
I have to say it might end up 2-1 Bafana or 2-2 draw. I feel like that's a fair scoreline. I think we might be able to keep them at bay. But
So you're seeing a 2-1,
yeah,
a 2-2.
yeah.
Okay, that's quite interesting. And then, I mean, based on the scoreline that you've predicted, of course, you have said this already. You think whoever France is going to play, it doesn't really matter. They're going to beat that team, and then they're going to probably play either South Africa or Canada. But based on your score predictions, they are going to be playing South Africa. And how do you think South Africa will then approach that game?
Well, I've seen this happen actually at this World Cup, where big teams are expected to win, and we've all seen how that has come about. But when it's France, man, and you see how they've been playing, and I mean, I'm backing France, so I have to say they should be very, very worried. I mean, they have the best players. Right now, they have the best players. That in that forward at the back midfield is a very solid team. So I mean, playing against that quality is gonna be hard. I feel like we should expect a lot, but they might stand a chance. I mean, seeing how the big teams has been struggling against this African team, so I think it must be interesting, but not really. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's quite interesting. So we are expecting a very, very tight game, but if Bafana wins tonight, then it should give you an idea that they can actually maybe put up a fight against France. And provided that France actually ends up going through, because there is a chance as well that it might not go through.
Yeah.
I know how
that's up for debate,
I know how you think about it. But yeah, and then in terms of the current top goal scorers, because we have
I'm actually a bit disappointed at this one. I'm very angry.
So if I can put it into perspective for you, we have Messi at number 1, 6 goals. And then Ousmane Dembele with 4, and then Vinicius with 4, and then Brand Haaland with 4. Then you have a Mbappe with 4. You have a Matthias Cunha there with 3, and then you have Undev there with 3. You have Just as well with 3. You have Saibari from Morocco with 3 as well, and then we have Mazumba, I think, from Switzerland with 3. Then you have a Hurricane with 3, and then Ismail Sarr with 3, Ejuan Wissa with 3, and Brian with 3. And I think looking at those numbers, I think the goals are coming, and more especially because these are the goals that are coming from only those people that we mentioned. They are goals whereby someone has 1, 2, or whatever the case might be. So the list can go on and on and on, but goals are there. The only difference is that when it comes to South Africa, are we scoring goals? Because we
No.
only have scored what, 1 goal up to so far?
Yes.
And how many goals have been scored against us? 2?
Yeah, 2. 2. No,
3.
3. No, 2.
No, 3.
3.
Because we lost 2-0 and then we drew 1-1.
Yes, 3.
And we won 1.
Yes, but then where do you see the goals coming from?
Coming from what?
In terms of South Africa, for South Africa, where do you see the goals coming from? Because now the people that have just went through the list here, these are, your prolific strikers and all of that.
Yes.
Does South Africa have someone who can score goals for them?
Yes, I think so.
And who will that be?
I think it will be our wingers and our strikers.
So you see a Maseko coming in again,
Yes.
causing a bit of havoc. You
Yes.
see, I think for me, I've been watching Police. He's not bad, but he's not great either. So for me, I feel like in this game, I will definitely maybe try a Tapa Moremi.
Yes.
Give him a run, start him straight out, especially after that assist. The confidence is there. And thing is, even if you were to lose him, you still have an Police that you can bring in. So I think for me, that will be someone that I will look at. But yeah, I think then again, I don't know if you are aware, but I didn't mention Cristiano Ronaldo in that list for top goal scorers.
I was very aware.
And that list consists of already 14. When he's not on the list.
He has 2 goals, right?
Yes.
Yes. But guys, the goal is coming slowly but surely. I feel like in the first Congo game, everybody was quick to judge, guys. It's just one game, just one horrible game. So I feel like, yeah, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back slowly but surely.
Okay. But now I think even if he does come back, those guys are on fire.
Yes.
The guys that are
Clearly
sitting on
today.
6, 4, whatever, they are on fire. And then, again, people are complaining about the top goal scorer is Lionel Messi from Argentina, and Argentina are playing, I think it's Cape Verde. People are feeling some type of way about that, to say that they always get the easy route to the
Yes,
final,
I'm still I'm also complaining because why would you Cape Verde, it has potential, but it's Argentina, man. Come on, you can't. I feel like it's a bit unfair, because come on, of course they've been on fire, they're gonna win that game probably, so why not give them a challenge? Their group stages, they haven't really been challenged, you could say. So I don't understand
But
why.
now we are referring to the same Cape Verde that managed to keep away
Spain. Yes.
When everybody thought it was going to be an easy walk over for Spain, but they came in, and even their second game, even their third game, they've been playing some wonderful football in terms of not being scared and coming with a setup that wants to attack, defend all the time, and you've seen that with how they went against the first game. They did have their moments, the second game as well, and so I think as bad as it might look on paper, it will be interesting to see if they put up a fight, how Argentina will definitely react to that. And if Argentina was to be knocked out by Cape Verde, then I feel like whoever's gonna play the finals is not a team or a country that it's only everyone sleeps at the moment. It's gonna be probably a surprise, which I'm thinking should be the case. But of course, you still have your France, you still have all these people that you need to, play and all of that. So yeah, I think so for South Africa, we said we need to get Maseko for goals and the striker not so much. And probably a relay can maybe chip in one or two. But it's going to be a very big game. And it's going to be interesting to see if he actually starts. So yeah, I think to finish it off, I'm going to quickly go through the games that still need to play. So we have South Africa. I just want to get your quick thoughts in terms of how the scoreline is gonna look like for that. So we have South Africa, right? I don't know. And Canada, you said it's gonna be
2-1 or 2-2.
It's gonna be
2-1 South Africa, or 1-0 or 2-2.
2-1 South Africa.
Yes.
Okay. And then tomorrow you have Brazil.
Brazil and?
We have Brazil and Japan.
Okay. It might go either way. Either way. Either team might come with the win. But I have to say, I'm backing Brazil. I think Brazil is gonna win.
I think that's gonna be a tough game.
Yes.
I think Japan are a very difficult team to play against, and we have seen it. And I think again, even for Brazil, they have scored goals, but they haven't been that
performance,
crazy.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, so it's gonna be one of those. And then we have France against Sweden.
France, 4-1.
Oh, you're even giving me the scoreline for that one. I was just asking you which one's gonna win, and then you're telling me 4-1 this time around.
Yes.
And then we have Germany and Paraguay, which will be the one that wins is gonna play either France or Sweden. So Germany or Paraguay? Germany. So Germany will then meet France. Do you see then how? Yes. It has changed now. South Africa no longer has to play France. Yes. So we then the South Africa and Canada. You said South Africa, and then the team that wins is gonna have to face either Netherlands or Morocco. We stand a chance again, but the thing is, we still need to face France if we get to
in the
play.
quarterfinals.
Yes. So it goes either way, Okay. But the nice thing about it is that it's towards, so it's gonna be one of those games whereby if you cause an upset, cry my beloved country. So that's that, and then Portugal and Ghana.
I'm gonna, you see, the thing with Portugal, it has a lot of issues, man. I mean, this game versus Colombia, I didn't really watch it, but I just saw the highlights, the clips there and there. They need, I don't know, there's something missing from this team. I mean, we expected so much, and they've given us so much. Also, they haven't given us I expected Portugal to be absolutely unbeatable. I mean, with Ronaldo there, with this is supposed to be the best battlefield, right? So I don't know. I feel like maybe Ghana must stand a chance. We've seen what they've done to Portugal. I mean, not Portugal, England. So we'll see. I think Ghana might come away with this win.
Interesting. And then the one that wins between Portugal and Ghana will play either Spain or Austria. And then which one are you going to go for that?
Spain.
And then you have USA against Bosnia, and then Egypt against South Korea.
I think USA is going to win. Egypt and Bosnia.
No, it's Egypt and South Korea.
South Korea. Egypt.
Yeah, I think for me, I think Egypt might go through, but I also think Bosnia might give USA a very, very difficult time. So that's going to be an interesting one. And then on the other side, then you have Cote d'Ivoire against Norway with Haaland.
This is going to be difficult again. Either team might win.
So the team that wins there will then play either Brazil or Japan. And then you have Mexico versus Scotland. And then the team that wins will play England or Cape Verde. So you see how everything has changed.
Yeah, I see.
Okay. No. So that's your final prediction.
Yes.
Okay.
This World Cup It's very interesting.
Nah, but what would you do if I told you that that's actually not how this the whole thing is lined up? I just wanted to get a feel of which team, if it was picked against another team, which way would you soon? So that was actually not.
Yeah, that was your
That was me making up my own
fixtures
to see.
But
So I think it's fine. I'm not gonna waste more of your time. But most of them they still remain the same,
yeah,
if anything. So you still have South Africa, Canada, Brazil, Japan, Germany, Paraguay, and then Netherlands, Morocco, Cote d'Ivoire,
Norway and
Norway,
Cote d'Ivoire, yes.
France, Sweden, Mexico, Ecuador, and then England and DRC Congo, Belgium and Senegal, USA versus Bosnia, we spoke about that, still remains the same. Spain, Austria, Portugal, Croatia. Yes, and Portugal.
You see, that one, okay, might be difficult. Might be difficult for both teams. But then, I don't know. I feel like Portugal might win. Yeah, Portugal.
So when I had paired it up with Ghana, you had said Ghana was going to go through, and then but you feel like then are you saying that Croatia is not a better team compared to Ghana?
They are, but I just went based on what I've seen with the Congo game, how they just play against African teams. So I don't know. I feel like they might win versus Croatia, okay. But it was gonna be difficult, but
they might manage to pull it off.
Yes.
And then we have Switzerland against Algeria. Switzerland's going through. And then you have Austria versus Egypt. You said Egypt. And then we have Argentina versus Cape Verde. And then you said Argentina. And then you have Colombia against Ghana.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. Very interesting. I feel like either way, I'm gonna go either way. Colombia is great. We've seen that with Portugal, Ghana. Yes, really. But like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go either way. But I feel like Colombia might win.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to your fixtures in the next episode just to see how many you manage to get right.
I hope so.
And then
you've seen I don't have a good record, do I?
Yes, no, you don't have such a good record.
It's right.
But then I wanted to ask you, so in your head, which are the 4 teams that are gonna be fighting it out for that final spot?
First, France.
France, Argentina.
I don't want to say Portugal. I don't know. It might be too much. I don't think Portugal. So I'll probably say. I don't want to say Netherlands. So okay, no. I think Portugal. Let me go with Portugal. Yes, Portugal and Spain. That's the 4th. Yeah, Spain. I feel like those 4 teams. Yeah.
And I'm sitting here, I'm thinking only probably 2 of those teams will probably make it to the last 4. That's what I think. And I think at some point Spain might have to play the other one. The final.
Maybe not Portugal, but I feel like I have so much hope in them. I really think.
Is it because of the gold?
Of course. Okay, let's say it wasn't. Let's say it wasn't. Let's say it wasn't because of the gold. Let's say I wasn't being biased. Yeah. Okay, I said France, Argentina, Spain. So that's 4th spot will be filled maybe by maybe Germany. I don't know. Yeah, Germany.
So that's your top 4, and then which one will be your final 2 from that?
I think it will be a repeat of last.
The famous France and
Argentina. But the tables will change now. Okay. With France winning the World Cup.
No, it's funny how biased you are in your statements,
I'm
especially when
biased,
you have
guys.
France mentioned. You carried France from the group stages. You carried through the last 32. Even now, you're saying they're gonna win their game for the
They're
last
gonna
32.
stick it
They're gonna
out.
be the last team to play their 4 and then to the 2, and then they're gonna even win the World Cup.
I stand by it.
And
They're
I think
the
you said
best team.
something. You said something about Portugal having the best midfield, but then you look at France; they have the best attack.
You see, but I'm gonna say France is the best team on paper. And remember that game versus Senegal? It was a hard watch first half. Now you see you are some people are having doubts, you included. But you see, guys, you saw how they came back. That's the team we want in the final, and they could have quality. I mean, the attack, wow, brilliant. Like I feel like, guys, some people say it will eventually, it won't work out because they have too many stars, it's gonna be too much. But I don't think so, because now you see how they're playing. Come on, that's phenomenal. It's great. They have great chemistry. They all play, some people play in the same team. So I feel like they're gonna win this World Cup. Yeah, I think it might be a repeat of the last World Cup, which was in the final, which was France and Argentina, but it might change. But France is still in the final, so that's what I'm saying.
So only Argentina might change.
Only Argentina might change, but France, I'm going with France, guys. Let's see.
No, thank you very much.
Let's see in 20 days time what will happen.
So that's who you're going for. And then in terms of the golden boot, who do you think is gonna take it?
It's gonna be, here's my top 3. I think this is how it's gonna work out. I think it's gonna be between Messi. I don't know, Messi. Okay, between Messi, Mbappe, and between those two. I said top 3, but I think those two.
And then maybe if you still have Mbappe in there, you can put Dembele,
yes,
into that mix as well, because he has scored those 3 goals and then that one, and then he has 4 goals as
yes,
same number as Mbappe. So if they keep on progressing, then I think those 2 guys are probably gonna be the ones to look out for.
Yeah.
As for your GOAT, I'm not sure if Cristiano.
My GOAT will just stick it out. He'll play phenomenal. I don't think we'll be in the race for the golden boot, but never say never. We'll see what's gonna happen.
But then do you see Cristiano Ronaldo taking Portugal further into this tournament?
No, because I don't want it to be only dependent on him. I feel like that's what people misjudge a lot. It doesn't only depend on Cristiano Ronaldo. There's a whole team out there. So no, but Portugal is gonna be good form. That's what I'm hoping.
Okay. No, I'm ready for us to then close it off. You can close it off, and thank you very much.
Where do you think England is gonna be?
So I think that's the funny thing. No one mentioned anything about England.
England is
throughout
gonna crash.
And I think that's because of how they set up, the way they are playing, the teams that they might have to play. They'll find it very difficult to go to the next. I mean, they were supposed to lose that game against Ghana. A game that on paper they were supposed to win, but a hard watch for an England fan. But I don't think England are gonna make it very far into this. I think they might have to play 1 or 2 games and then they'll be out. I think if anything, I'm putting my head on the block to say South Africa is gonna make it further than England. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. Peace out.